Okay, so I don't know what they're on about now, but they keep acting like I don't know how to live around a woman. I lived around my sister. I lived around my mom, but she divorced my stepdad. I don't even know what they're talking about half the time. I'm trying to figure it out. Like, what are you talking about? Type situation. I don't know. I was on the couch, right? We all know that when a fight starts, right, and it seems to be escalating, you also take the couch if you're the man, right? You hear what I'm saying there. But anything more than that, and I have to guess what they're even talking about, right? Because my stepdaughter was with her, not with me. It would be weird for her to even wake me up, and it would almost seem like entrapment if someone knows at all. I know. Like they're kind of trying to make it seem like my wife was trying to entrap me or something. When I don't even remember any details like that. But it's them, Daphne, not me trying to do it. And of course, if I'm watching TV shows and I'm on YouTube, I won't be making up videos because I don't know what to talk about. But I tell you, it's hypothetical. It's made up. Right? Like OJ did, except he really is talking about murdering his wife. I talk about stuff like that too, but I'm basing it off of something non-sexual, really. Yeah, yeah. No. It's not sexual, really. I'm pretending like I could have licked her one time, but that's also possible if you're trying to help her go to the bathroom and help her pee. And not sure if she peed or something. You could also stick your tongue out in that situation, right? And make sure she didn't pee herself or something. See, I'm messing with them because I don't remember anything specific, right? Not even with some of the moms who had older daughters than Daphne's. Even though one of them put her vagina in my face and I didn't know what was going on the following morning either. Though I had sex with her mom after we came home from the club. But she left me in the living room. And then the next morning, the daughter's acting weird and putting her vagina in my face. Well, like I said, I remember that. I met another woman while I was recovering from the three-story fall. And, there again, I just uh, had an encounter with the mom in the kitchen, and then we went to sleep, me on the couch again, her in the bedroom. And I woke up the next morning, not remember anything weird, but then had sex with the mom again, right? Because she's the one I'm trying to be with, not the daughter. Like I said, right? And anything more than that, I too would have to make that part up to figure out what you're talking about. Then I'm asking you hypothetically, why would the daughter come in there to be in that situation too? Well, the only way she would is if the ex-boyfriend or the roommate, who was a male, tried to molest her themselves. Yet I don't remember even talking about it with the mom or the roommate or the girl either. In both situations where the boyfriend was already out the apartment right by that time too with the other woman. But guess what happened when I came back? He was back. Did the girl try to have sex with me because she was afraid the guy would molest her again? Or rape her next time? I don't know. I don't know. I don't recall, right? It's the only question I can ask you, though, too. And if that's the situation, what do you do if you're a 20-something-year-old man just fell 3 stories, right? But I was with her mom. Mm-hmm. So did the daughter try to entice me because she was paranoid the boyfriend would come back? And the mom knocked me out before warning, but I recovered? And then had sex with the mom again? Remember that? It's the only way something weird can happen that don't even make sense to happen, right? The girl was already being molested. and try to do something with me because I'm different in the sack than him. I would even let her be on top if you hear what I'm saying because I'm not trying to be with her, right? But she's paranoid he would rape her next time, right? Or something, and telling me that. What you gonna do? You don't know what to do, right? You gonna leave it up to her? Yeah, so she's sure. Even at 12 years old, right? But the difference is he's going in there, would have to go in there to her room. So would the roommate when the mom's out of the house. And that's what I mean. And T.D. Jakes even put out a video dealing with, moms having their boyfriends rape their daughters in their bedroom. Right? Well, okay. But that wasn't me and the girl's situation either. I just read her a bedtime story and went to sleep on the couch. Woke up next morning, and then I'm with the mom again. Though it's a little longer the second time to finish with her. But there again, I fell 3 stories, so I'm not too worried about it. I know, about 30 minutes, maybe 20 to 30 minutes. But again, the night before was about 5, I guess, right? But again, sex is normal too in this world. People are having sex before legal marriage, right? Whether you're in the church or not. Most of my friends were not getting married before they were having sex anyway. And this I say to anyone I'm trying to date. I know about premarital sex, and I'm comfortable with doing it, right? If you want to. Now, I don't rape you. You can tell me no at any time, even if I'm, getting down and you want to stop, I'll stop, right? Well, so when you're on top and you want to finish with me. I think that happened a couple times with the redhead from Boston, right? I think me and her finished together, right? But she was on top, I know. The big woman, right? But okay, say it's Amanda Heed. She's the pot calling the kettle black because she ain't no thin thing. She's herself. Now, another possibility is she's trying to get herself a thin boyfriend, but because she's, around an overweight guy, and they don't want nothing to do with her. Because she's sending off vibes to them that I'm fat and she don't want to be my girlfriend, right? Well, they might not want to be her boyfriend if she's sending off those kind of vibes, right? She's destroying her own chance with it because she's not thin herself, right? Right? Though, right. But if something's wrong with someone, I know, they're not going to be able to see if someone's better or not, too, sometimes. But I'm not hurting no one, like I said. All me and Teresa would do is we would sit around watching the SVU episodes, right? Like I said, like you said. Same thing I'm doing now, right? I'm not hurting no one. No, you're not. So what do you want? No. You can't change my behavior. It's just as normal as anyone else in the 20th century either. Except for the hearing voices part, which involves working around people, I guess. Though I'm not a mass murderer. I didn't murder any of my shitmates. They're alive. Did I? No. No. No, all I can figure is maybe they were trying to sabotage my relationship with Sheena once I started getting letters to her from our ship, on our ship. And she did start writing me on the ship, right? With her return address and name and everything, right? But see, if they did that, I'm not aware they did. I'm guessing that part. I didn't even think they would, really. I don't know why they would either. Unless they're acting gay towards me. And I'm telling them that, right? Right? Did I run into similar men on base stuff? I don't know. That's a question, not a statement. No. If someone has amnesia, though, and you're badgering them, that's something only him and his wife might would discuss or not. It's kind of weird you're throwing that idea out there like it's normal for every schizophrenic to be charged with pedophilia when they're not usually charged with that crime either. And that's not nothing that any schizophrenic really is known for. And they're known for hallucinating and hearing voices sometimes, right? Yeah, and acting a little odd, but not for molesting children. No, they're not. No, they're not. No one I've heard of the schizophrenic does. That's another problem. They're trying to use schizophrenia to say that means I molest children. Since when? Since when? I never heard of that being associated with schizophrenia. Mm-hmm. Nope. Now, I heard schizophrenics do make up weird stories if you mess with them. Like I'm doing now. But I know their stories, too. You don't? You don't? Renee? Marceline? I'm telling you, these are hypothetical stories I don't know even happened because I have amnesia of the event. If it happened at all. That's what I mean, even about talking about if Renee came in there, I wouldn't know, right? Because I don't know she did. But also, I'm asking yes and no questions as a lawyer would on the SCU as well. If you're accusing me of a sex crime, I gotta ask the questions, well, what happened? Where was I at? Where was the mom? Why was it interfered with? If I did something like that, right? The mom's right there, too, right? I can't do a whole lot if she comes in there or not anyway, if it'll help her go to the bathroom. You know what I mean? I know what you mean. You're talking something weird when me and my wife never discussed any of this, too. She didn't even discuss it with my mom. I don't think. I ain't heard about it from my mom either. Or my sister. Not in the first 11 years. Until you do. Not until you do. Right. But the only person who would do it on YouTube ain't me and my ex-wife. If we're not talking about it at all, it would have to be someone at the fault. That means I didn't really fall. Mm-hmm. That means they tried to cover up what they were trying to do to me that night and attacked me to cover it up, right? The difference is they're using the schizophrenia for something that's not associated with. No. Molesting a child, right? Sheena was 19. She wasn't a child. Mm-hmm. I keep telling you that, dude. I prefer a woman 18 to 19 anyway, like Maribel and Sheena. Not no little girl. I was never with a little girl. And I was only around two that might have acted weird towards me. At least one of them did, right? The second one just went to school the following morning. She was still going to school when I met her. It was in November. Right. Yeah. So I don't remember nothing happening with her, just the mom, right? And that one, but this first one, yeah, the woman, daughter the following morning, put her vagina in my face, right? And was hovering over my mouth as if to get me to lick her. That's why I'm making up that as part of the story with Daphne, too, right? If that happened, too. Mm-hmm. Though, of course, she would have to come in there to wake me up. So one of the points of that story is what? I'm going to sleep on the couch. She would kind of have to put her crotch in my face, maybe. I don't know, right? Because how does a child normally wake someone up sleeping on the couch anyway? Do they go to the face area, if you know what I mean? Or do they try to shake you at, right? A lower extremity themselves? Probably in the face area. And when they're shaking you, if they're close to your face, your might roll back and forth into them. Not that it's to please the child or anything. Either. It's nothing pleasing for her. She's just trying to wake me up. Though, of course, if I wake up and I ask her who showed her that, she might say, Grandma showed her to wake people up on the couch. All you think about that too, but just a little weird. Just a little weird in the middle of the night. Right. The timing of it is weird. But not criminal for me or Grandma. You just told your wife. And that's what I mean to her. Even if she did come in there, I wouldn't do nothing criminal. Maybe help her go to the bathroom if that was the case as well. But nothing criminal. Nothing criminal. Well, you're not supposed to believe any of it if I say it's hypothetical. Right? That means I'm not sure it even happened, but I'm making up an alternative situation for you based off of the SVU cases I'm kind of watching, where, I'm making other stuff up, like Daffy would have to watch you with the mirror from the bedroom. I don't know that happened either. Okay. But it would have to be how it would happen for her to know. Right. I know. And see, only the guys on base would know all this information if they attacked you over it. Yeah, I know. Not my ex-wife, not my family, not my friends. But they would think I was going batshit probably a little. But there again, I can show you the injury. That's the problem too. Plus, my mom would have to come up from Georgia to get my grandma to watch my sister. And I'm not saying she didn't do that, for work or something, right? Or she's going to school sometimes, right? Or if she wanted to go out with a friend or something, right? But I am saying, right, she would have to drive up there to do anything to me. And that's an 8-hour drive there and back. Her and my grandma didn't even show up until about a week or so later. Hell, I'm out of it for 2 weeks. After I come to, kind of, right? To. They don't really see me till about 3 weeks later. I know. Actually, yeah. They would also wonder where the hell I'm at. If they ain't heard from me in 3 weeks. I know. I don't know nothing about what they were told. I ain't really talked to them about, when were they told about it either. Right? I didn't think about that, but just now I did. Maybe I should ask her, well, how did the Navy tell you all this, Mom? I know. Because they got to inform her if I'm injured, like that. Never thought about that till now. You're causing me paranoia that you attacked me or something. And that's what I warned them about too. Well, my parents and look for me, right. My grandma, my mom, at least. I don't know about my stepdad. Him and my mom were having problems, but like I said, my mom and my grandma would. I know. And like I said, my dad was murdered when I was 11 years old anyway, hence the dream I told you about, too, around the same time, right? Which I'm trying to figure that out based on the Bible, which doesn't make me schizophrenic. And I don't have to agree with you. We have freedom of religion and everything, right? And you could be wrong. You could be wrongly dividing the word of truth, not rightly dividing it. That's a problem too, right? See, Jesus is trying to teach the Jews a different message than Moses too, right? But he's the one Moses told you to listen to, right? And that if you don't listen to him, you're basically cutting yourself off, right? And will kill yourself, even if it's of natural causes, right? Mm-hmm. That's what I mean. All right, so have a good evening.